Hey, Minister D here. So I am in the book of Second Chronicles, and I have to tell you that it has been a time reading this because it's like they're good, they're bad, they're good, they're bad, they're serving the Lord, everything's going really well when they're serving the Lord, and then they screw up and they stop serving him again, and then things get bad again, and it's just been like, oh my gosh, such a roller coaster. And I'm going, what is wrong with these people, Lord? And the Lord's like, yeah, what is wrong with my people? Because it's the same thing today. We're good when everything is going well, and as soon as things start to go a little crazy or what have you, we're operating too much on emotions. That's the bottom line. And my pastor was just preaching on that too. So reading Second Chronicles is like, oh my goodness, the flesh and emotions and it's just insane. So I'm almost done and I'm glad because it's been such an up and down thing. So I'm reading Second Chronicles. I'm in chapter 32 now. And I'm like, I just finished reading chapter 31, right? And Hezekiah was doing everything right. He took down idols. I mean, he cleaned house. I'm paraphrasing big time because I gotta hurry up. But he cleaned house. He cleaned house big time, right? So I'm like, oh, this is good. And then I get to chapter 32, and the first verse says, um, and again I'm paraphrasing, they were about to be attacked. And the first thing out of my mouth was, wait a minute, Lord. They were doing everything right. He did everything right. He cleaned house. Why are you letting somebody attack him? Attack them. And I hear the Lord saying, keep reading, my daughter. Keep reading. So, needless to say, I kept reading, of course, and I'm like, yes, look at this. God comes through yet again and takes out the enemy big time and humble. I mean, it was just, you got to read Second Chronicles 32. I was just like jumping in my seat. Um, but it's like the Lord saying, sometimes we stop because things get really tough. Sometimes we stop pushing, we stop expecting, because things have gotten tough. And you know what? God's not done. God is not done. I mean, I look at me in my own life and the things that I've gone through. It would have been easy for me to be like, you know what, this is insane. I'm giving up. This walk is crazy. But God's not done. So he reminded me of my glory story, which I'm working on my book, but those are glory stories, guys. When you go through, understand that sometimes the things you go through them because God's going